Greetings everyone, it's James here from GISGRO, and I'm going to give you a very quick run through of our bathymetric and volumetric tools. So in the top left over here we have bathymetric tools, and the first tool is a bathymetric chart. If I click on that, it will open up bathymetry. I can select a data set from the drop down list over here. Or if I open up the data sets, I can also click on an area of the map and it will turn on the bathymetry for that area. There are different settings you can go through when it comes to visualizing your bathymetry. So you can alter the elevation model, the contours, the soundings. You can apply color maps, customize color maps. But for the sake of time, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the depths in these areas. So if I use the clearance depth tool, I can select a height and it will visualize all the values above and below my height. So if I go to 9.5, you can see here in the entrance channel all the areas above and below 9.5. Obviously, if you're looking to maintain a depth for a specific ship, then it could be quite useful to also look at the tide data. So luckily in GISGRO, you can also visualize predicted tide versus actual tide. However, if you notice you're getting a little bit shallow in a certain area, you can also do a volume calculation. So over here, we have calculate volume. Now I can import a predefined area. So if you already have a dredging zone, a berth box, a channel area, you can import that. That's important for standardizing how you calculate your volumetrics. So you're calculating from the same area every time. If you don't have those predefined areas, then no need to worry. You can calculate them in GISGRO and save them in about 10 seconds. But for this example, I'm just going to draw around an area. And then I'll select the data set that I want to calculate the volumetrics from. So if the area that you've drawn crosses over into an area that has multiple data sets, you can select which data set you're producing the calculation from. And then I can select my cut height. So similar to the depth tool, all I have to do is select a height, and you can type it in as well. So let's go to 9.5 again, and I can see all the areas above and below 9.5. Over here on the right hand side, you can see we also have the cut volume, fill volume, planet area above, planet area below. Now I can actually view the full report like this. So if you've used any surveying or dredging softwares, this will look pretty familiar to you. I can download this into my desktop. I can also copy it to my clipboard. But one of my favorite tools, I think, is actually our print map. So if I select PDF, I can select the paper size over here. I can adjust the scale. For this circumstance, maybe I'll change the orientation and the bearing. And if I generate this map now, you will see that it shows the cut height, areas above, areas below, and it will also save that volumetric information down here with the labels.